So not only is this video going to be a trade recap for you guys, but it's also going to show you a very important lesson in trading. As you can see on the daily time frame, we were bullish. Coming down onto the 4-hour time frame, this did exactly what I wanted to. This ended up filling this 4-hour fair value gap and actually giving a pretty nice reaction out of it. And scaling down onto the hourly time frame, we can also see that we had this fair value gap. Scaling down on the 5-minute, we can see that rejection. Not only that, but we also swept some liquidity. So I was definitely longs bias on the day. For the lesson portion of this, obviously my conviction was in NAS. I had very high conviction that NAS was going to be longs bias for the day. So this is the trade that I marked up. I waited for a nice little reaction off of this fair value gap again, closer to the time that I typically trade, which is 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I just waited for a break of structure. And as you can see, this would have hit take profit 1 and maybe even higher, but this was the trade that I actually ended up taking. As you can see on the 4-hour, we didn't even fill 50% of this. On the 15-minute, yes, we did reject this, but higher time frames always hold higher power. So what I did for this trade was I scaled down onto the 1-minute, waited for a nice reaction off of this 1-minute fair value gap, waited for this break of structure, and entered. I did get filled a little bit higher, so my entry was actually up here. But as you can see, we ended up getting stopped out of this trade. So the very important lesson of this trade is always walk into the markets with a set plan and stick to that plan.